keep waking up to little dustings of snow, but it doesn't seem to last. But it was nice to wake up to a little bit more white this morning, and it's a very exciting day in our home because Andrew's actually in the Santa Claus parade tonight, so we're having a very slow start to our morning. The boys are loving their Christmas bedding. Steve and I are just kind of lounging, enjoying a second cup of coffee, just putting a little bit of Christmas ambiance on, and just taking it very slow because I know it's going to be a very exciting night. I have been working on the poinsettia, and I've made a boo-boo somewhere. I need to reverse this, I think, and then I didn't know where they go in, so I put everything in wrong, so I have the second one done properly now, and I had to go to YouTube to rewatch and just see where I went wrong. And Steve said that's very normal. He does it all the time when he makes something from IKEA. So I have everything figured out right now. So everything has a little slot to go in. I just kind of rushed everything and didn't do it properly. So I'm going to hopefully get most of this fixed today. And then I'm just running out to do a couple of errands. I need to get gas, and my car is all full of salt. It's just dirty because it's been raining and freezing rain, and there's just salt everywhere. So I'm going to fill up $1.20 a liter. That's actually pretty decent price. So I'm going to stand out in the chilly air, get my gas all pumped, and this time of the year I always make sure to use hand sanitizer because everybody's pumping gas and you don't know where their hands have been, so it's better to be safe than sorry. And I'm using this frosted coconut, and of course I have Christmas music playing. And I'm at Dollarama. I need to get a few things. The biggest thing I wanted to get was compost bags. We're all out of them, and we pay for them just because of the convenience of them. And then these were the Kleenex boxes I was talking about. They're just really cute, but $3 something for these I think is just too much. Got everything on my list. So compost bags. I needed some printer paper. I just grabbed it from there. Steve's gonna take a look on Amazon and get whatever is the best deal. I picked up a couple of containers and then just the Christmas parchment paper. And I have a couple of things to do, but what I like to do is when I make something, I print out the recipe, and then whoever likes it can take a recipe and then they have it. Usually the link is on the bottom too, but I just find that's really nice because sometimes you'll try a cookie and you think it's really good and then the recipe is right there. So that's one of the things I've been doing the past couple of years, and it seems to be a hit. The Andes mints, they're $2 a bag, and I like making them. I just hate unwrapping them all. I also just went ahead and got a thing of the holiday M&Ms. And then for the parade, Andrew, these hats don't necessarily fit him the greatest. They're a little bit tight, and we want to make sure that he has a toque on tonight, like a beanie, to make sure his ears and everything are covered. So I didn't know if this was going to fit over, but then I saw these with the antler ears with the lights, and I know that this will fit on his head, so I got a couple of different options. And then I thought about rigging up like a hat that this would be attached to it, so he would still have the warmth, but then he would have the little jingle of it. So these are all those last little things that pop up during the holiday season that makes it kind of like, oh my goodness, we always need something. And then I picked up 2 of these little bracelets, and I'm gonna get Steve to like do zip ties or something and put them together because Andrew loves any Jingle Bell songs, and I thought it'd be nice for him to have like a shaker in the car, so like when we're singing, he loves the what do you call it, Frank Sinatra, those Jingle bells. Like he's like shaking and rocking in the back, and I thought it'd be really cute to have those just to have in the car, so when we're listening to all our Christmas music, he can shake along. And then I got these little LED candles because they're flicker free. They had a couple, but they flickered like real candles, and that's not what I want. And I'm really not happy with these lights. I want to restring them, but I'm not going to take them down. I think I'm just going to put a note in my book to make sure that I pick up new ones for next year or add another stream to it. I just don't want to like take it up and have to do it all over again. I think it'd be easier to do that, but it is bothering me a little bit. So we'll see if I can find like another strand of lights. But Andrew's did this with his program. He did a pottery and he made this beautiful tree, and I wanted to have like a little light in it so we could, not every night, but like on certain times, like have it lit up, especially like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I just think it's another treasure. So I was able to fit it on here, and like I said, everything on this hutch has very special meaning. And Eddie, you are right. We are gonna have to dress warm tonight because there is a chill in the air and we are supposed to get a lot of snow tomorrow. So that's exciting. But anyways, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. So the boys are all gone out now and I'm just going to do this large poinsettia now because I have to reverse that one, but I wanna get this one taken care of and then put it in here. I have it all figured out. So I have my tablet. I'm just gonna listen to some relaxing Christmas music, get this done because I know the proper way to do it now. And then we'll regroup, get the kitchen cleaned up. I gotta get laundry and everything switched over and then get on with the rest of our busy but exciting day. Okay, that looks a lot better. So very happy with it. So I have to get this one fixed and then it goes in here and then there's one bag left and I guess it's the one that goes at the top. So it's actually really cute. I love that it has the little basket for it. I wish all of the florals had them, and I think from what I'm seeing, the ones that they're doing now has that. So I'm really happy that I did get the poinsettia. So I just wanted to share it with all of you. So that's all done, taken care of. This was my little cozy ambiance. So what I'm gonna do right now is set a 15-minute timer, get everything taken care of in the kitchen that needs to be taken care of, put all of this away, and then once that's done, then I just kind of move on to the next project, set another timer, and go from there. And I'll probably do that for about an hour and hopefully get everything done that I need to get done around just the normal household tasks today. I love when all the little details come together, and this is a perfect example. My tablecloth has like the red poinsettias on it. The placemats I got at the thrift store are perfect. I love the tray that I got at HomeSense. My Legos fit on here perfect along with our napkin holder, and I just have the one large poinsettia to finish off and then put it in the top. And then we decided to kind of change plans for dinner. We're going to have Andrew have a little snack before, and then we're going to get something after the parade. So since I don't have to worry about dinner, I am going to go ahead and finally make my first cookies for the Christmas season, but I'm keeping it very simple. I'm trying a new chocolate chip recipe. I will link it down below. And I'm just adding in the holiday chips that I got at Bulk Barn. And then I'm also going to add in about half a cup of the mini chocolate chips. I don't have any nuts that I want to put in here. I just want to kind of keep it a chocolate chip cookie. And then I think it's Sally's Baking Addiction. A lot of the things that I've made from that website always say to spoon and then level your flour instead of just putting the cup in and measuring it. And I know a lot of people also weigh their flour. It seems to be more accurate. But anyways, just taking it nice and slow. I'm not a big baker, and I find when I rush it and I'm not giving it 100%, it doesn't always turn out. So I'm going to play around with these cookies and give you my feedback if I'm going to make them again or is this just a one-time thing.
Lines are busting out the door, Christmas songs in every store. Can't stand to hear one more, please won't you make it stop. Snow is piled 5 feet high, dog ate the pecan pie. Hurry up, store-bought is fine, Christmas time again. They say it's so pretty that time.
I always find when you make that new cookie recipe, it's always hard to figure out how much space to leave in between the cookies, how big the balls should be. Should you roll them? Should you just scoop them? So I decided to go ahead and roll these, and I'm so happy with the way that they turned out. Perfect circles. They turned out beautifully. I'm even putting them on the racks, and I had all of the patience and the love went into these cookies. So they were going to turn out beautifully. So these ones were ones that were all rolled, and then these ones I didn't roll, and I found they didn't have as smooth as a finish as these ones here did, but they are beautiful. And these are more for us to enjoy and then have a couple half dozen, so maybe to put in like a cookie tray. So this is how I decided to break them down. I did 2 half dozens and then a dozen of them, and then these ones here will be able to enjoy. These are the ugly ones that we're going to eat, but they still taste good. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of an inventory, I think, and I want to write down everything that I bake too, because it helps me from year to year. So half dozen, and a dozen. So as I pull them out for either us to enjoy or to put together a little tray, I think it'll work out really good. So the recipe is in my Merry Christmas file, and everything else will go here. So we are out now. There's a beautiful Christmas tree. There's all sorts of lights. It's really dark. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. The wind died down, and it actually turned out to be a beautiful night for the parade. So all of the little shops and everything were open. So Steve got a hot chocolate. He got me a caramel latte, and everybody is waiting for the parade to start. It gets very loud, lots of flashing lights, and it's very slow. And there's a little bit of anxiety too, because just seeing how Andrew's going to do, but I think he's going to be good, because as long as he's moving and the excitement of Christmas, I think it'll be wonderful. It's a very small town parade. There's lots of dancing groups and everything. They're always a favorite. The kids work so hard for them. And then just lots of lights, and of course there's always a couple of Grinches and big floats, little floats, and there was even a live band. And then the star showed up, and that was Andrew. We were so excited to see him, and he did absolutely amazing. We were so proud of him, and it was just a really fun night. Everybody did great, all of the hard work. And we ended up getting pizza at a new place, and we were really disappointed because it was just like a mom and pop pizza place, and it wasn't as hearty as we thought it was going to be. And of course the boys are like, do we get a slice? And then it was the end of the night, and I opened up my advent calendar, and I knew some of these were in here because when you opened it up, they had a sheet saying what they were. And these are shower steamers. So the instructions are, you put it in the shower, but you don't put it directly under the water. You just make sure that it can catch the hot water, and then the steam and everything, you get to soak up the essential oils. So this is a calming lavender one, and this is perfect for today. So I'm excited to give it a try. It was an absolutely beautiful day. I was able to give you a little peek into the parade, and Andrew just had a big grin all evening, and that was the best gift of all.